It's October 28th. The year is 2024. Monday morning, about 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. I mentioned the year because I do hope that I continue making these videos in the years to come. Of course, this is the first year I started, May 27th, about 5 months ago. And this journaling has been very transformational. And if you have seen my videos off and on, I make these videos every day. You might have seen me going through different situations, and as I capture my raw emotions, as I go through things, it'll tell you that I keep talking about this journaling, and we all as human beings, we go through things in life, and if journaling is something that helps you, I would encourage you to keep doing that. And for me, when I tried it doing privately, I gave up. And that was one of the reasons I started doing it on a public channel. But of course, on a public channel, there are limitations on how much or what all you can talk about, but still it has been very, very helpful, where I keep my focus where I want to be rather than the past, and that is where it kind of helps you to keep moving forward no matter what happened, or because this is the only moment that exists. Whatever has happened until now, the past is past. No matter what we do can change. We can't change anything in the past. We can look at it in a way as the good things as good memories, and the challenging things as a learning experience, and apply those experience, those learnings, what's to come in the future. And future also, we can't do too much by worrying about it, because this is the only moment that exists, and we don't know how much time we all have in this earth. So recently, yesterday, I was watching some Tony Robbins video. I'm a big fan of him. Some people like Tony Robbins a lot, and some don't. Excuse me. The way I think of it is, not everything he says or does that I agree with, but there are lots and lots of good things that he talks about, how to work with our mindset, that resonates with me. And I am kind of a person where I try to learn things from everybody. Everybody has something good to offer, I think, and not each and everything we'll have to agree with, but kind of try to learn the good. And there are very few things I would say I don't like about him. I don't fully agree with him, but majority of it is, I think, is very, very good, very intense. And And I don't know, for me, that intensity probably resonates because where I come from, I grew up in a small town in India, and I mean, I haven't done a whole lot in life, but whatever I did to get here and to do what I did, I had to be intense, and without that intensity, I don't think I could have traveled. Not a literal meaning of travel, but to be here where I am. So I don't know, that's my own analogy that I think that's what that intensity kind of resonates with me. And I have a few friends also who have been through many things in life, and this is also a thing that I think when you go through some things in life, some tough things in life, and then maybe similar people kind of surround you or something. I have like few friends who are also very much into Tony Robbins. Anyway, the message I was getting into, so without getting distracted, I will say the message is that, and if you have seen Tony Robbins videos and stuff, you might have come across this. He talks a lot about focus, right? So focus equals feeling. That was a video I was watching yesterday. Focus equals feeling. And I thought that was so powerful, right? We know that where you can call it attention, you can call it focus, you can name it so many ways, but where our focus goes is where our mind goes, all the energy goes there, and our feeling is generated from the focus. I mean, you can't be focusing on something really good and amazing and feel bad, right? It is just opposites. It doesn't work that way. At the same time, you can't be focusing all on the negative stuff and feel good, right? So the normal trigger is like you focus on something good, you feel good, and it may not be instant, but that's how it generally works. And if you focus on something bad, your frequency is going to keep going down, and you'll feel bad. So it's like so actually, as I'm talking about it, the frequency, so the focus, frequency, feeling, all F word. It's not the bad F word, but focus, frequency, and feeling, right? So, but the way Tony said is like the focus and feeling, right? So the focus is so important. And there is a part, we talk about our conscious mind and the subconscious mind and the good and the bad side. We all have it. And depending on what we feed in, what we could constantly keep feeding is what grows, right? So we have to feed positive for the conscious to grow, and the negative, unfortunately, it just keeps feeding itself. So we have to keep the focus on the conscious. I feel like there's this other thing, right? Is it our soul? Is it the beyond subconscious, beyond consciousness? It's like sometimes they use the term super conscious in some videos. Somewhere I saw the remembering, right? The awareness. When we have the awareness, we do certain thing, we want to stay positive, but we have to remember that where does that come from, right? And that is the habit. Like we want to constantly keep doing the good, and then that habit reminds us, which is in part of subconscious. I almost feel like there's a part of subconscious that can be trained in a way that kind of helps to navigate that entire subconscious, right? Because it might be hard to train that entire subconscious, which is the 90% of our being, right? Because this 10%, 5 or 10% is the conscious, and 90% is the subconscious, and controlling that 90% with this is sometimes can get exhausting. And that's where the habit nature comes. Like, you constantly keep doing something and then you do it as a second nature. Like when you drive a car after many years, we don't think about moving the steering wheel or pressing the brake when it's time, or the accelerator, because it's such a habit that you can multitask, you can talk, and you can drive all at the same time. So it's that how do you expedite a habit formation? Something to think about. I think I'm gonna do some research on that as I'm thinking about it, because normal habit formation, they say it takes about 21 to 60 days. There are many different kind of researchers that talk about 21 to 60 days, and that's a long time in today's day when everything is instant, which is 3 weeks to about 2 months, right? So so that's a long time. Can you form a habit in a shorter time, in a week time? Something to think about. I might research something for myself, that I'm trying to build some good habit which I'm not really am able to be very successful. I will experiment it and see how that goes, and then I will report in these videos. But yeah, today, I'm gonna do some. Let me do the intention setting and visualization right in here, and I noticed that when I do it in the video, it's more powerful than when I do off camera. So I'm gonna do it here. Okay, and I just did the mindfulness with all my senses, without talking about it. Sometimes I do talk about, like, the sight and smell. So basically I try to sense with all my 5 senses. And then the 6th sense is the thinking. I try to think what my mind is thinking about at the moment. And I did that. And as far as the mantra goes, I trust in God for the path that I am in. I surrender. I speak positive and uplifting words. I have self-control. I spread love, joy, harmony. I have patience. I'm kind. I live in the present moment. I forgive. I look for positive in all situations. I let go. I let go that no longer is in alignment with my present and future self. I'm resilient, I'm strong, I persevere. I believe in myself and I don't give up. These are some of the things I teach my daughter Alice too. Okay, so with that, I'm going to finish the video, and then again today I'm going to try to remember the focus. Focus equals feeling, right? What Tony Robbins says. So let's keep focusing on the good, and so that our mind stays on the good stuff, and the feeling also stays on that positive side. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day, and if I don't make any more video later in the day, I'll be making again tomorrow morning.